Capricorn, how are you guys? I hope that you're all doing well. Just know that I am so happy to be here with you today to take a look and see what's coming in for your love life for June. I send you guys much love and light. If this is your first time here, my name is Lynn. This is Passionate Heart Tarot. Welcome to my channel and thank you for clicking on my video. All right, Capricorn, so let's take a look and see what energy is coming in. But before I do, I just want to ask if you guys could please subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up, comment, and share. All right, Capricorn, so I just want to take a moment to call on spirit. All right, Capricorn, let's see what is coming in for your love life in June. I see something. Wow, this is kind of crazy. So the overall energy that's here is Gemini. So I can see Gemini and Aquarius. So you guys might be dealing with a Gemini or an Aquarius, or you could have that in your chart. There's a strong bond that you have with someone. I mean, it's feeling like a tremendous tie to this person, like not being able to visualize your life without them. But then again, I see where there's a lot of disappointment and it's kind of hard for you guys to stay together. Overall, what's here is really not being able to let them go, although there's something here that's coming in to drive you apart. I wonder if you guys have been in a very rocky place. For some of you, I can see the back and forth that's here. You're gone, you're back, you're gone, you're back, and unfortunately, I just see more of it happening throughout the month for you guys. But the thing about it is, it's going to get taken out of your hands if it's too much for you to bear, if it's too much for you to deal with. Because you know, when these moments come in, that brings a huge shakeup, like breaking up a connection. It's your guides, it's the universe, it's the divine that's saying, I need to take care of you. I need to remove you from this situation because it's hurting you too much. It's not good for your well-being. So I know that it's hard. It's so hard to break away. And I see where it's like the connection is there, but then it's like it's not healthy. Something needs to change when a moment like that comes in. And I know with what you guys have been dealing with, it's necessary and it's really beyond your control. That's what I want you to know. Like when you see this kind of energy come through in a reading, it's something that's already been determined, pre-planned by the two of you, you know, before you came into this life, because you are in this lover's connection. So there's past life energy. There's certainly a contract within your souls that you have to fulfill and lessons that you have to go through. So if things aren't working out the way that they are, something has to happen, because you can't keep doing the same things and expecting it to change. So I can see where you might even be the one, Capricorn, that decides, you know what, I'm so disappointed. Yes, I love you. I can't really picture my life without you. But it feels like it's so draining, the amount of work that someone feels they have to put into this connection. And they try and try and try. They try to be perfect all the time, to do everything right, to make sure that, you know, they're the most beautiful, they're the most attractive, that their person sees them. And it's like, I think they feel like a lot of their efforts go unacknowledged, because it's even with the smallest of things, paying attention to every little detail that this person likes and then trying to fulfill it. So I don't want you to think that this is like I know there's a lot of challenges in that connection, but I also know that the way that the two of you have had many past lives together, and that you are catalysts for one another to learn. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, this person's blah, 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 because that's not the case. It's a lot deeper than that. It goes down to your chart, your lessons, your karma, your life, and what you are here to learn. Something that you can't walk away from truly. You literally like go back and forth, but the bond within your hearts is never broken. It's never broken. I want to take a look and see what this tower is. It's almost an effort, the walking away, and I want you to know that nothing would have changed it coming down to this moment. Because sometimes it needs to happen in order for things to be built the right way. So I can see where there's a lot of emphasis here on taking the connection away from this person so they can reflect and think about what they had and how they should have been, how they should have cherished it so much more. So that's what I can see. It's like it's karmic. It's karmic, so it's balancing lessons from one life to the next. That's what's here. That's why the Six of Pentacles is coming through, like the balance of things. Ten of Wands is here again, over and over in reverse. So I know that the two of you are so stuck on the emotional baggage, having a very hard time of releasing it and letting it go. So if you can't figure out a way to do that, that's why this is coming in for your own good. Because it's just, you know, carrying around all of these wands, which is like emotion, it affects you in ways that you might not realize. It'll make you drained. It'll make you tired. It can even give you like physical health problems. Certainly, I see this energy here, Eight of Swords, overthinking, headaches. This person's eyes are covered. Just a lot of anxiety, a lot of emotion, and it's like it's not good for you anymore. So if some of you have been like want to walk away, but you feel like you can't, and have even been praying for a solution is coming in. And what I can see here, the best thing is for the two of you to go your separate ways. It doesn't mean that it's forever, but what it does mean is that something is meant to shift, and it will shift in the meantime. I just see the energy here of being utterly disappointed. Utterly disappointed. And it with this energy here, it's like it's something that you can't keep going through, something that you can't keep bearing the brunt of, because it will break you down, and it already is, in ways that you maybe after seeing this reading you'll start to make connections to your physical health and how it's tied to your emotional health. But that's what's here. There's a lot of energy. Sagittarius energy is here as well, so you guys might be dealing with a Sagittarius or have that in your chart. I keep seeing this energy coming through of pages. Pages are kind of insulting to me because I see the way someone looks at this connection. They certainly don't look at this person in the energy of a page. They look at them in the energy of an equal, of an emperor and an empress, most likely. So a page is very immature. It's less developed as far as their emotional intelligence, and it could even be on a spiritual level. Like they have more work that they need to do. And I think that having this moment come in is something that's going to be a catalyst for their growth and also what's needed for you in order for you to heal. I don't say that to like put this person down, but there's like a stark contrast in the energies from how they are and how their person sees them, because they have a lot of growth that they need to do. They do. I mean, that's just what it is. And having you there may not be conducive to their growth. You see, it's like taking this away so they can realize what they had and how they should have cherished it the whole time. So I do see for some of you, but you already know that this is coming. You do. You can feel it. You can sense it. And I know a lot of you have been wondering if this is something that you should break free from, but you don't really know how to do it. You don't really know which direction to go in. And you've been doing a lot of praying, even if you don't realize it. Like the talking that you do in your mind to yourself that you think is yourself, your guides are there listening to you. So they're going to step in and help you. That's what this moment is. So I see where it's very trying because, you know, these are the lovers here that are falling from the tower. So I just see a lot of you connections coming to an end, but it won't take you by surprise, you know? So if you're watching this thinking like, oh my God, everything's fine with me and my person, like, then don't worry about it. You know, this message is for someone else. Don't take this as like, oh my God, things are gonna fall apart for me and my person. No, this is a message for someone that needs direction and they're praying and looking for answers and wondering what's gonna happen because the connection, there's so much back and forth and there's so much emotional baggage. So don't think that, you know, this reading is for you if everything is fine with you and your person. All right? I just don't want you worrying unnecessarily. Look at this 6 of Swords. So I just see this energy here of something that is very well established. For some of you, this is like marriage, and if it's not, you are invested very deeply with this person, probably share a home, have a family together. There's a lot of seeds that have been planted that have rooted already, but it's still not stable. No matter how much someone wants to offer stability, having everything like set up for this person, very convenient, perfect, well taken care of, a happy, like beautiful, clean house. It's still not enough. It's still not enough, and there's like still these karmic lessons of back and forth, in and out of your life. Could even be like being removed emotionally. This connection is deep, and it's not saying, oh, this person is, you know, you want to call them all of these names based on psychology, but that's not what's happening here. This is about the soul ties that you have. This is about how certain lessons need to be learned. Certain lessons need to be learned, especially the way that someone has taken this for granted, and they're going to see that they have, and I know that they're going to be reaching out. They're going to reach out quickly because they don't want it to come to an end. But even when they reach out, I can see where someone might be tempted to take them back in like a week, but that's not enough time, especially with them still coming through with this page energy. It's like they really need time to let it settle in, let it sink in what they lost so they can cherish what they have. Now that's where like the lessons come in these kinds of connections. Because you might think, oh, that's supposed to be perfect. That person's never supposed to hurt me. That's not how it works. Otherwise, we wouldn't learn anything in this lifetime. We learn through pain. That's how we grow. And it's someone that you ultimately trusted to come into this life with you to help teach you these lessons. It doesn't mean that it's over forever, but I do see where it's something that needs to be rebuilt. the right way, and you need your separation in order for this person to achieve a different level of awareness, emotional intelligence. That's what's here. So it's very special, it's very important, and yes, it is very challenging. But I know that the two of you love each other very much because I don't see any darkness here. So that's how I know it's to learn from it, even if those lessons are painful, because being so stuck like this is unhealthy. Constantly having to look at the past is so unhealthy. Constantly worrying that things are going to get turned upside down, it's not a healthy place to be in. And it's like, if you guys are stuck on this cycle like that, something is going to have to change. It's for your own well-being. And I don't see it being a forever. I see it as this is something that this person needs to go through because they're not treating the other one the way that they deserve. They're not being as open. They have a lot of growth. They do. They have a lot of growth that they kind of are able to get away with acting this way. That's why they keep acting that way. You may not realize it at the time, but what I can see is this is like it is a catalyst, and it's like a trigger, because this separation unlocks a lot of it unlocks the ability to release a lot of pain. The effort all the time, always having this person always having their mind so busy all the time, trying to have everything perfect. In this separation, a lot is going to get released that needs to be released. So it ultimately is a beautiful thing. I know that it feels very trying, but I also know that you guys won't be so surprised by this, because I know for whoever it is that this reading speaks to, you've already been on this like hamster wheel with this person, with the ups and downs, and putting in all of your effort and feeling like it goes nowhere. I know that a lot has happened between the two of you, but I also know how strong your connection is, and just how deep it goes, and all of the investments that you've made with one another. So the whole point is for it to get broken down, because it's so rickety anyway, it's not healthy, so it can come back strong. That's what I can see here. So I do want you to hold on to, and I mean, I say that confidently because I see where the bond is still intact. Even if the circumstances change, it's changing for the better, and that might not always be so easy to see, but I can see it. That's why I want you to know, and that's why I want you to take comfort, and that this is something that has to happen to make the two of you stronger. All right, Capricorn. So I know that this was not the easiest reading to hear. But I also know that there's many of you that need to hear it. Otherwise, it would have been a completely different message. So, just take from it what you need to. And if you feel like, again, if everything's fine with you and your person, I don't want you starting to worry about something unnecessarily. This is for those of you that have been at a crossroads for a while and wondering where things are supposed to go. And I can see where you are. It doesn't look like it's help, but it is help having it come to an end like that. It's so it can be built much stronger in the right way, and in a way ultimately that you deserve, because that's what this connection is. All right, Capricorn, so just know how much I love you guys, and I just want to say thank you for being here with me today. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, and give this video a thumbs up, comment, and share, and I will talk to you guys in about a week.